Hey there, so you're dealing with head lice. Ugh, I know. Just thinking about it makes your scalp itch, right? But don't worry, today I'm going to share some practical, science-backed treatments that you can try at home to get rid of those pesky lice once and for all. Imagine this. No more scratching, no more embarrassment, and the best part? You got rid of lice without shelling out big bucks for chemical treatments. Just using simple items you might already have at home. Sounds too good to be true? Stick with me, and I'll show you how. Let's start with a quick fix. Coconut oil. It's not just great for your hair, it also suffocates lice, making it harder for them to survive. Take about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and warm it up slightly. Apply it generously to your scalp, making sure to cover every strand of hair. This oil creates a barrier that makes it difficult for lice to breathe. Let it sit for at least 8 hours. Overnight is perfect. In the morning, use a fine-toothed lice comb to remove the dead lice and nits before washing your hair with a gentle shampoo. Repeat this process every 3 to 4 days for 2 weeks. Before we dive deeper, let's talk about how these little critters ended up on your scalp in the first place. Lice spread mainly through direct head-to-head contact, which is why it's so common in kids. They also spread by sharing personal items like hats, combs and pillows. These tiny insects latch onto your hair and lay eggs near the scalp. The warmth of your scalp incubates the eggs, and within a week or so, they hatch, starting the cycle all over again. All right, now let's tackle those lice with some effective home remedies. First, the classic apple cider vinegar rinse. This helps loosen the glue that holds the nits to your hair, making them easier to comb out. Mix equal parts apple cider vinegar and water in a spray bottle. Spray it thoroughly on your scalp and hair, making sure to cover every strand. Let it sit for 15 minutes, then comb through your hair with a lice comb. Rinse your hair well afterward. Next up is tea tree oil. It's known for its insecticidal properties, which make it effective against lice. Mix a few drops of tea tree oil with your regular shampoo and wash your hair as usual. Do this every other day until the lice are gone. Now, before you get started, let's talk about some common mistakes people make when dealing with lice. Trust me, avoiding these can save you a lot of time and frustration. First mistake, relying solely on over-the-counter chemical treatments. These products can be harsh and often aren't as effective as they claim. Lice have developed resistance to many of these treatments over the years, so it's better to combine them with manual removal using a lice comb. Second mistake, overwashing your hair. Washing your hair too frequently can irritate your scalp and make it easier for lice to spread. Stick to a regular washing schedule and focus on thorough combing instead. And finally, scratching. I know it's tough, but scratching can lead to infections and makes it harder to get rid of lice. Instead, try using a soothing treatment like coconut oil or aloe vera to calm the itch while you treat the lice. Let's clear up some misconceptions. One myth I hear a lot is, only dirty people get lice. That's just not true. Lice don't discriminate. They'll happily live on clean or dirty hair. Another myth is that cutting your hair short will get rid of lice. While it might make combing easier, it won't stop the lice from infesting your scalp. The key is regular combing with a lice comb, regardless of your hair length. Now that you've tackled the lice, let's make sure they don't come back. Here are some tips to keep your scalp lice-free in the long run. First, avoid sharing personal items like hats, brushes, and hair accessories. Second, check your scalp regularly, especially if you've been in close contact with others who may have lice. And lastly, if you have kids, teach them not to share these items at school or during playdates. Before we wrap up, let's go through a few questions I often get about lice removal and treatment. First up, can lice survive on bedding and furniture? Yes, lice can survive for a short time on these surfaces, so it's a good idea to wash bedding, hats, and other items in hot water and dry them on high heat. Next, do lice only live in hair? While lice prefer the warmth and environment of a scalp, they can survive for a short time on other surfaces, so be sure to clean your surroundings thoroughly. You've got this. With the right approach and avoiding those common mistakes, you can say goodbye to lice for good. Start with 1 or 2 of these treatments and stick with them. I've listed all the products and ingredients we talked about today in the description below. You can get started right away. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more health tips. I'm here to share practical, no-nonsense advice to help you live your healthiest life. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.